Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with a buffet object 432U. And it is a weird one. I played quite a bit with this tank on stream. I played quite a bit off stream just to figure out what do I think about this vehicle. And it definitely feels better than it was before because the tank got buffed, better DPM, tiny touch better armor, more hit points. Shell is heating quicker, so you have more alpha damage. Obviously, the armor feels better because you are not getting penetrated into those plates anymore that easily, right? But all and all, it is still kind of a crippled heavy tank, and it's not really good medium. You know what I mean? From all the tanks that we have over there, pretty much all of them have better gun, at least in my opinion, than this tank does. So what that means? That means with this vehicle, you need to play quite aggressively in order to get a decent working gun. And whenever you are playing aggressively, why would you play with this tank whenever there are heavy tanks in the game? You know what I mean? It just feels like kind of tank in no man's zone, at least for me. This is how I feel like. And looking into the buffs, I still think that the tank isn't meta tank. I think it is actually weak. And there is definitely significantly better tanks in the game out there. But once again, that's only me. This is how am I looking at it. I'm looking into this tank, nor it's a medium tank, nor it is a heavy tank. And we'll see what we can craft with this vehicle. The special ability with this tank is quite simple. You are charging your gun in order to do more alpha damage, but there is a twist. If you are not going to be able to hit anyone while you are charging your gun, you are going to be penalized for 2 seconds, and pretty much you are not able to fire your gun, right? This is how it goes. This is how it is looking like. So quite a weird mother trucking tank, fellas, not gonna lie. Quite a weird mother trucking tank, I can tell you that much. But let's try to make it work, and let's try to build some good positions from where we could punish enemy forces for being silly gooses. Now, that being said, since with this vehicle you are playing all the time against the heavy tanks, you need to keep in mind that you want to have a lot of gold ammunition, because you are playing in the heavy line with it. What do you want me to say, right? Since you are playing in the heavy line, you want to be able to penetrate the tanks. And trust me, penetration from 263 to 340 millimeters is quite a big deal, right? So it's kind of no-brainer for you just to simply tab that 2 key and try to get as much use as you physically and possibly can in this way, so by having more alpha damage. Right? All in all, after playing with this vehicle tiny touch more behind the screens, I definitely think that this tank is far away from being competitive tier 11, and I think that this vehicle is sitting somewhere around the 3 mark. I don't really think that this tank is worth more attention. But once again, that is only me, and please let me know in the comment section down below. Would you agree with me on this one, or would you say that I have no clue what I am talking about, and the tank is great and I should learn how to play the game? By the way, we had an experience with this tank whenever we were playing for marks, right? I marked this tank, I marked this vehicle whenever it was pre-buffed stage, because it was quite easy thing to do, you know, it wasn't unplayable tank or something. And to be fair with you, even though I feel the difference, or I feel a bit of the difference of how it once used to look like and how it is looking like now, I just don't think that suddenly this tank became the best tank in the world of tanks and it is meta tier 11. I just simply don't think so. And this is not a bad thing not to overbuff the tank, you know? I don't really think that it is a horrible thing by any shape or any form, right? Let's be very, very clear with that. Unfortunately, he managed to escape here. That is unfortunate. And he obviously managed to penetrate us as well, which is quite sad thing, but oh well, what can you do? What we could do now, this is the question. I cannot be too aggressive. I just don't really feel like aggression will treat us well here. I just don't think so. We need to be smart and we need to make sure that we are going to punish enemies whenever they are going to make something, some silly goose decisions, right? That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Meanwhile, good, very, very nice angle for us to slap him. It is okay. Luckily for us, he still doesn't really pay attention at us. This is good. We are trying to aim properly so we can penetrate this BZT, and I think that we can finish him off right about now. Beautiful, very, very good. We are feeling quite all right. We have the IS-7 Sniper Schnitzel sitting in the back, and in this situation, I think we are going to try to relocate just a little bit, because I have a feeling that they are going to just simply make as much pressure as they physically and possibly can. And what we want to do, we want to take this safe bush here, and well, safe bush, maybe not quite a bush, but a safe hold down position, and from here hopefully we will be able to say hello for every and each mother trucker that would try to make a bit of pressure, right? That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are okay, trying to aim the shot properly. Luckily, we managed to punish him for his stupidity. That is okay. Dravitz is still playing in the open field, which is completely understandable. We have the botchat who is saying, slap me in the butt, and I will do that with a big smile on my face. Thank you very much. We are trying to dodge the shells now, and we are hitting the shot for this Vaza. He obviously should be able to slap me, but luckily for me he did not, and the rest is history. The Foch 155 is just simply going straight for us, and I won't be able to defend myself from this gentleman, so never mind. Never mind, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be able to defend ourselves from this gentleman. We are feeling quite all right, and we are dead. I do not know what else I could have done in this type of situation, right? I just simply do not know. Enemies, it felt like enemies did a very, very good job. They cleared the other side completely. They were dominating the middle, although middle is not really important in my opinion. And in the castle, we couldn't do absolutely anything. I don't feel bad about this performance. I feel like we have done as many things as we physically and possibly could have done over there. But once again, is it a very good game, fellas? No, it's not. It is a tier 11 tank, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. 3.9 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage. Absolutely Kaku, although we finished first by experience and first by the damage, and we got 19,000 profits. So what is missing on this tank in order to be meta tank? Either it needs to be more accurate, either it needs to have a better DPM, or either it needs to have better armor, because at this point in time it's just, there is no way that I would play this tank over any heavy tank pretty much. And yes, I think that I would even rather play with TKS or however it's called than this tank. And where competitiveness level goes, I mean, in the best case scenario, this tank is 3. And I am being kind for this vehicle. Although I must admit, I need to play some more games with a tier 11 TKS, right? I definitely need to give some more games for that vehicle. The Type 71 line, you are aware of what I'm saying. Okay, beautiful tier 9 matchmaking. We can be quite aggressive over there. So the first things first, what I would love to do, I would love to wait until someone would try to go through the middle just like so. Hopefully we are going to find someone who will be brave enough to push like this. That would be the best thing ever, although we can clearly see that no one is going over there, and our medium tanks can cross through the middle of the field without getting disturbed. Okay, fair play. So what do we want to do now? We want to try to find the angles how we could make some more pressure ourselves for obvious reasons, right? That would be very much appreciated. Coco is sitting in this position, doesn't really change absolutely anything, does it? Coco is running for his life. We tried to punish him, unfortunately we failed. We know that enemies has two grilles sitting somewhere in the back. They could be sniping somewhere on the field or alternatively in Bravo 0 position. Wherever they are, we do not really want to get penetrated by them, that's for sure. So what that basically means, we are just simply relocating and we are trying to find a bit better position how we could play this game and from where we could be tiny touch more useful, if you will. This is how I feel like. Also, truly important thing to say, since with this tank you are dealing against the heavy tanks most often than not, you really want to have some heat ammunition just to simply penetrate your shots more reliably and just to be stronger, because if you won't, it is going to be a very big pain in the butt to play with this tank and to be bouncing shots, because the DPM is already not the finest, to say that the least. And yeah, it's fun whenever you are hitting your shell up to 600 alpha damage, you know, it feels like you are the most powerful mother trucker and you can roll up to 700, which I have done before. But how much can you rely on that? How much can you rely on that? This is the question. In this situation, even though I'm a top tier mother trucker, I don't feel like it is an easy way to make a decision how we could make pressure over there. But now we know that grilles are not sitting in the same position, so that is something. At least we know that grilles are not sitting over there, right? So maybe we could have a decent enough angle to punish someone who is playing around this area. That would be very much appreciated. We have the shell heated and not anymore. Not reliable bastard, fellas. Definitely not reliable bastard. And what can you do about it? And I'm truly trying to give it a proper go for a tank, you know? I am trying to give a proper go for this mother trucking vehicle. And I see how you could play with this tank and how you should play with this tank. But I just simply don't feel like it would be, you know, very competitive mother trucker. It is just simply niche tank for folks that would enjoy this type of gameplay, right? But we are talking about very niche situation, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Very niche situation. I am trying to punish him. Unfortunately, I failed doing so. Our team is winning by the humongous amount of the hit points. So what that means for us, we want to try to get involved over there. Hopefully we will be able to do that. Luckily we have armor so that Arias tank can just simply eat Kaku. It is not going to be very easy for him to deal with us, and we are feeling quite alright, aren't we? Oh yes, we are. Just simply slapping him once again. We are okay. He just missed the shot. Excellent. And now all we need to do, we need to say hello and send him to the garage. And we will be able to send him to the garage. It's a matter of the time, fellas. As you can see, it is only sound that Arias is making, you know? It is not like he can penetrate us very easily or something. Just pum, 75 damage. Yeah, only sound, fellas, only sound. So for me, those Arias tanks, in the same time, this mother trucker can counter Arias to the certain level, right? At least that's how I feel like myself. But is it competitive? That is the other story, isn't it? No, I was about to shoot him. Ay. My whole idea was to push and ram the Atarta, and after that shotgun the Coco, but unfortunately I did not manage to do that. And in this game, I just simply play too passively. I need to take the F for myself, and this is a very, very, very bad decision from my side, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I have no doubts whatsoever by playing aggressive. I should have gotten a bit better performance. But once again, I did not really want to go into this tunnel. I did not felt like it was the best decision for us to do. But once again, maybe I'm just simply special, and maybe I just simply needed to find the nuts and actually use them instead of being a pussy, right? Maybe that's what I needed to do for a full happiness. Either way, it is how it is. No complaints, no regrets. Trying to hit this guy on the move. Unfortunately, failing doing so. But once again, not a big surprise. Not the first time, not the last time. Now, our budget tier 11 should be able to eliminate probably all of them. At least that's what I want to believe. But maybe we will get one or another shot somehow. Although I really doubt that it is going to be the case. But soon we will figure this out. No, Mr. Budget. Ooh, hello. Good. At least we got one more shot. Now, remember that I am a tier 11 playing against the tier 9s. If I would be playing, once again, I am comparing this tank against the mediums and against the heavy tanks. If I would be playing with other tanks, heavy tanks or medium tanks, most likely I would be having more fun and I would be playing just simply better. Are we talking about Shakal or are we talking about the T803? It's just not good enough. It's just simply not good enough. This tank deserves a bit more love, at least in my opinion, but that's what we have. Anyways, 3,000 damage. We are third by experience. We are fourth by the damage. We lost 25,000 credits, which is far away from being ideal, but it is okay. I still believe that we can craft a very, very good game. I definitely believe in that. I know that we can make this mother trucking tank work, but it is... I need to get into the rhythm and I need to play some more games with this vehicle, which we are doing now. I am planning to play 3 to 4 battles. This is a third game, so hopefully we are going to make it work, right? Hopefully we are going to make it work. The idea is simple. We are going into the heavy flank. I don't really think that we can do anything else here. I think heavy flank is what we need. Instantly loading the heat, and I really want to have a couple of games, or at least one game 6,000 to 7,000 plus, you know, that would be very much appreciated. That would be very, very much appreciated, folks. Let's load the heat and let's hit the gun. Good. 600. I mean, that is sexy, isn't it? Whenever you are slapping someone for 600, that is all the time very much appreciated, at least in my opinion. That is always very much appreciated. Good, good, good. We are feeling kind of alright. Let's try to hit our gun a bit over there. We can clearly see that no one is planning to be peeking here, or maybe. Nope. Unfortunately not. We are starting to hit the gun once again. Develop the habit, whenever you are playing with this tank, develop the habit of hitting the gun before you are going to even find the target and do some damage. I think it would be very, very nice that if you would not get penalty for those 2 seconds with this tank. I think that would be absolutely amazing and that would be glorious. But once again, that is only me. Beautiful 600 in the face. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. This is what we want to see. Now the question is, do we have... Yes. I was thinking, do we have this bloody triangle sitting somewhere in the back? So he's going to slap us, and clearly the triangle was waiting for us over there. Okay, let's try to go for a blind shot to that direction. Unfortunately, we cannot get the blind shot, but we are okay. All good. How are you doing, Mr. Triangle? Very good. Man, this gun, fellas. There is only one thing what we can, how we can highlight disgusting. That's what we can that's how we can highlight it, no? Thank you. Finally, about that time. About that time. Okay. Going for a blind shot just like so. Unfortunately, we can't do that. So let's cap everything up of what we are talking and how this gun feels or how this tank feels. This tank is not a proper heavy tank. You don't have really the armor of the heavy tank, right? I believe all of us can agree on that. This tank doesn't have a medium tank gun either, right? It is not very accurate mother trucker. It's not very good. It's not very good tank, is it? Where the gun handling goes. So the question is, what this tank has for a medium tank? Alpha damage. I believe we can all agree that this tank definitely has the alpha damage, and this is most likely the selling point of this mother trucking tank. Alpha damage. That's it. Is it fun to hit enemies for 600 with a medium tank? Yes, it is definitely fun, and it is definitely very much appreciated. But does it make this tank like suddenly a meta tank because you have a possibility or opportunity to hit tanks for that much damage? That is the conversation for the other day, I would say. Now, let's see, are we going to find this Hirschkaffer peeking over there? Because he definitely should. Miscalculated. Okay, good. Hacker just died, good. 432U is dead. And Fava found me. I don't even feel bad about this, with all honesty. I don't even feel bad about this. How am I playing with this tank? It is just not going that well. I'm not even feeling bad, fellas. There are moments whenever I know, okay, I'm playing like a big pile of kaku. In this game, I don't feel like I have done anything wrong. I don't feel like I have done anything wrong. It's just, after I have played quite a bit more with the tier 11s and whatnot, it just simply doesn't feel like it is the meta tank, you know? And I don't really think it is a bad thing to highlight that and to say that straight into the face that it doesn't feel like meta. It just simply doesn't. What do you want me to say? And you know, the performance of ours is solid 33% win ratio, 3.6 thousand average damage, 100 assisting damage, and I cannot do anything about it. It's not like I am, you know, throwing, or it's not like I am playing like a absolute pile of garbage. It just doesn't work. What do you want me to say? It just doesn't work. It's okay. We will try to jump back on our feet. We are not giving up. We will take our nuts in the hand and we will try to make it work. Also, just between me and you, whenever I am playing with a tier 11 tanks, I'm expecting as a bare minimum 5,000 plus, okay? And I'm not delivering it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I am not delivering it. It's okay. Let's try to finish at least with the fireworks, and let's try to get at least 6,000. Let's try to get at least 6,000. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. How hard was it? It wasn't that hard, you know? That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing, folks. Would have, could have. It wasn't. Would have, could have. It wasn't. I want to make pressure here. I think that is the best call for us in order to get maximum use. I am just going super aggressively against this 140. I am hoping to slap him, which we did successfully. Now we are going to turn around and we are going to say hello for Mr. Batchat. Hopefully we will be able to hit him for 600. Actually, let's wait a bit. Good, good, good. We are going for a Batchat. Batchat is panicking. Batchat is shitting his pants. We are going to push him to the wall. We are going to try to protect our guy. Unfortunately, our guy got slaughtered meanwhile, which is not ideal, but that's what we have. We can hit him once again. We are slapping him in the face. Good, good, good. Batchat is considering about his life choices, which is completely fine. If we are making someone to think about their life choices, I think we have done something properly. Meanwhile, Leo is thinking that he's the most powerful mother trucker in the field and he is trying to ram us, which is, let's get real, not the most intelligent choice. That is okay. We are slapping him in the face once again, which is a good thing. And now we are going to ram him some more. Now we want to charge the gun just a little bit. I was about to charge the gun, but I failed doing so. It's okay. Luckily, he punished himself. He understood the task that he needs to do in this type of situation, and we are having 4,000 already. Good. We are just starting this journey. We can get significantly more than that. We can get significantly more than that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready. We are thirsty for some damage, I can tell you that much. We are thirsty for some damage, folks. Okay. Soon we are going to get our ammo rack back, which is very much appreciated, and this is exactly what we want to see. We understand that Ratatate can just simply make pressure in front without thinking for a split second, but as you can see, the Ratatate is making pressure in the other side, which is interesting call by him, but that's okay. We cannot complain about that. And what is my goal in this type of situation? I think I need to have a good enough angle for this. Actually, Ratatate is going in. Good, good, good. Let's try to see his side over there, because he definitely no. He changed his mind. Okay. Not a big deal. We are okay. And once again, overheating is a bit annoying, but once again, if you would not overheat, probably then this mother trucker would be too powerful, I would say. Probably if you would not overheat, it would be a bit too powerful. Now I can see the Fava sitting over there. For Fava, we are going to load high explosives. And we are going to try to hit high explosive ammunition, because we can. Ratatate. Not exactly what I'm looking for, and this is a very bad situation. Mr. Ratatate, would you be so kind to F off from us? Bad decision to hit high explosives, I guess. It's okay. Let's try to get a bit more involved right about here. Congratulations, you have done a great job by shooting us. Good for you, my man. Good for you. And now we should be able to eliminate him from the game. Ah, I misaimed. I was about to say that we should be able to eliminate him from the game just like so, but oh well. It's fine. Listen, I asked for 6,000 to 7,000. We got close to 7,000 combined. That's what we got, but I needed to work very, very hard for this. I needed to work very, very, very hard for this, and luckily we had plenty of the tourists that were playing in this battle, right? Man, I am not very satisfied with this tank, fellas. I am not very satisfied with this tank, and more I play with it, more I see that it is just simply not very competitive tier 11. Logically thinking, fellas, comparing this vehicle against the Arias. Arias he's selling bits and it's better. Hacker, definitely better. Leopard, that is a discussion which we could have. Shakal, definitely Shakal is better, and with a tier 11 budget I haven't played that yet, so I do not know about it. But this vehicle, I think it is on the same ballpark where the Leo 120 is. This is how I feel like, but maybe that's only me. Anyways, 5.4 thousand damage, 2.1 thousand assisting damage, that's what we have. Very rough game, even though we are first by the damage, first by experience, and we got 40,000 profits. All in all, the session was rough, fellas. The session was definitely rough. It was complicated, but we got what we got, and we cannot complain about all of this. So, we finished everything with a 4.1 thousand average damage and 600 assisting damage. Rough. Just simply rough. That's all I can say, fellas. And by the way, funny fact, in order to get Mark of Excellence on this tank for a tier 11 standards, you need 4.4 thousand at this point in time. And as you can see, whenever the move happened, the tank started raising up slowly but surely where expectation values goes, right? So it's definitely better than it was before. But yeah. Still, not a meta tank, far away from being the best vehicle in the world of tanks, at least in my opinion. Anyways, I hope I entertained you, I hope you had a great day, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for being with us, and for all of your support. Are you watching on the live streams, or are you watching on the YouTube, or are you supporting us via Patreon, or the subscription, or the membership? Thank you, fellas. I very much appreciate you, and I hope that I am worth your support. Thank you, and see you very, very soon. We are out for today. Peace.